trees. I'm seeing some clearing up here. I think I'm pretty much up on top of the hill because the wind's picked up quite a bit up here. Change out battery. Must be right here at the I don't know, maybe the borderline of the state park, because it's kind of a clearing over there, like maybe farmland. But I see a fenced off section here. And of course, park use has a trail for their vehicles to run down through here, where they can get around the park. But yeah, it's got to be farmland over there, so we're going to go down through the jungle here. It's pretty thick with bushes right through here. Be a good place for a lot of birds to hide off in and nest, which I see a couple of them just kind of flew back in there. Ooh, definitely a washed out area here. Looks like another bridge, but looks like this one's kind of falling apart, so I want to be careful going across it. Looks like it's kind of washed out, or I need to do some repair on it, that's for sure. Well, still somewhat sturdy, but yeah, definitely needs to be repaired. Big old drop off going down through there. I guess I start walking trails by myself. I'm gonna bring me some music to go with it. Of course, I have to watch what music I play. That way I don't get a copyright. That wouldn't be no fun, because then I wouldn't be able to show that footage. Of course, I think it's a lot nicer if you have someone to go with you when you walk trails. Not necessarily to keep you company, but to be able to enjoy it with you. And of course, it's kind of hard to find any lady friends that are around my age that even want to get out here and do anything like this. Of course, they seem to always find all kinds of energy if you're going to the mall or someplace shopping, but just to get out and walk a trail, enjoy nature, yeah, I think they'd rather be sitting at the house. Yeah, I've been down for past week. Had that flu bug that was going around, which I could have done without, but I don't know, it seems like every year around this time I'll catch a cold or something. That's about the only time I get sick. They're kind of during the winter time or going into early spring. Well, it looks like we're starting to go back down again. And got a tree that fell over here, so it's kind of right alongside the trail. But hey, that's a good place for it, because if you got a big group, you got plenty of places to sit down. Which I think it's calling me. I'll just go ahead and put my name on it right there. If I put my name on it, it'll be reserved for when I come through here. Let's sit down a minute and kind of look around. Oh, this is a comfy one too. Pull out my phone, gonna look at the time, and started ringing. First thought that come to mind was my grandson checking on me, but yeah, I think I'll give him a call. Just to let him know that I'm still alive and kicking out here. Just touching base with you. I'm out here on the trail, still alive and kicking. That is a good thing, right? Yeah, definitely. So peaceful. Well, keep on moving. I've had people ask me, what do you do if you're out on the trail and it gets dark? Well, hopefully you have a flashlight, or you might as well just go ahead and camp out until morning. Yeah, kind of judge your pace, and going on a trail, make sure you got plenty of time to complete the trail. Oh, it's kind of cool. I'm going to see if I can zoom into these. I don't know if you can see them, but it's like I don't know, almost like some type of not a flower, but it's white, kind of fuzzy looking, growing out of these plants over here. See if I can get over here, maybe where I'm not in the sun. I don't know if you can see them in there. I've zoomed in as far as I can go without having to walk down in here in the woods to see it, but that's pretty cool. Oh, there's one a little bit closer. Just got one kind of standing right there in between those trees. Right there. Well, there's several of them down in here. Anyways, I just happened to see that, glance over there as I was walking. I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh. Nice little nesting place for some critter. Yeah, I got sidetracked there. I forgot what I was talking about, but oh yeah, gonna hike a trail. Make sure you have enough time to complete the trail before it gets dark on you. Especially ones that are a little more challenging, you know, and know it's going to take you a little longer to complete. So, I got a little climb up here, almost like steps. That's like the temperature's starting to drop back down now. It's probably getting mid to late afternoon. Hopefully it won't be too long before I reach where the sea loop trail connects to this. I get to there, then I know I'm getting close to being at the end. Look straight down through there. Looks like that might be the lake that I'm seeing down through the trees down there. So that's kind of a good sign. So I would say yes, I'm probably getting pretty close to where the sea loop trail runs through. Of course, looks like I'm fixing to make a U-turn here, and goes up around and it comes back down around, and it looks like it goes down through there. Let's see if I'm correct on that. I don't know if you can hear it. But I'm hearing some birds. It's kind of hard to hear with the wind blowing through the trees. Yeah, I'm sure that's the trail over there. It kind of curves back around, but it's still going this way. There's a bird right down there sitting on that tree branch. I've seen a lot of birds flying over here. Some woodpeckers. Yeah, definitely hearing some birds. Need to get me a better camera that'll zoom in a lot closer on something that's a little farther distance from me. This one only zooms out so far. Oh, there goes a, I don't know if you see it flying over there. Look like a maybe a hawk. Pretty good sized bird. Looked like it had white in the wingspan. Kind of over here at the tree ahead of us. I don't know if he'll be there when we get a little closer or not. A lot of birds flying around over here. Of course, the camera's probably not able to pick them up. course, I'm going into the sun now, so if I did try to raise my camera up to see, the sun would probably blind it out. Yeah, that is water I see up ahead. So that means we are close to the lake again. Navigate this hill and roots. That goes down in there. A lot of birds down in there. I'm not sure what kind. They're a little too far away to see what they are. Not that I'd probably know which ones they are. Looks like this is the trail going down this way. So this is the way I'm going to go. Which I probably could have gone straight through and still run into it over there, but I see these trees that have fallen, seeing the bottoms of them where they've come uprooted out of the ground. I really thought that they would have a lot better root system on them. It almost makes me understand why these trees come uprooted, because it doesn't look like it has enough root system to anchor it to the ground. I don't know. Evidently it does, because a lot of them are still standing. Alright, we are finally here at the split of the C and the D loop trail. The C loop, the hiking trail, it'll go to the right here, which we'll catch that on another day. And then both the C loop and the D loop go this way. That's the way we want to go, because we want to stay on the D loop trail. And yeah, you look right down through there, you can see the lake out there. Might be hard to see with the sun shining at it, but through them trees out there, that's the lake. So anyways, that's the way we come from. And that's the way the bikes go, which, better them than me, because there ain't no way I'd ride a bike. Not up in here. I'm doing good to walk it. But I'm going to hike on down this way to where the red trail will split off again. I think it's red or orange. The C loop trail. Anyways, where it'll split off and go back out the other way, and we'll continue on around the blue loop, which I think we're probably at that point maybe a half a mile from finishing this trail. Yay! Yeah, it looks like right down here at the bottom of this hill is where it's located. So yeah, we almost made this trip. Yep, the lake's right down there. So I see, it looks like one of the little RV parking sites down there. I'm not sure which one it is, but that's probably where we'll have to go. Well, no, actually, I think that might be the boat ramp down there. And if that is, that's how we'll get into this sea loop trail. So, let's see. Do I want to walk down there just to see if that's what that is? I know that has to be what it is. Yeah, that's the boat dock down there. So, that's the way you'll go on the sea loop trail. And down there at the boat dock, when I come back, that's where I'll come on this trail and walk it. But we're going to stay on the D loop trail and head back towards the car. We're close. And let's see, that'll put me in a little over 3 miles today, almost 4 miles today. Whew, yeah. I'm getting better at it. Starting to be able to hike a little bit longer distance, hike a little more rough terrain. But like I say, I'm kind of taking my time and stopping, taking little breaks here and there, and makes it a little easier. It's where you can manage it, especially if you're kind of up there in age. And did I speak too soon? I gotta climb up over that. We can do it. And we'll take this side. It looks a lot easier. Yeah, not too bad. Look worse than what it was. Got some more benches up here sitting, but I think we'll bypass these because I'm feeling pretty good shape right now. I guess it's probably known that I'm almost at the end. And I'm sure if I do need a break, there will be plenty more laying around. That's a nice little seating area where you can, sit on. We were way up there. Now we're way down here, but it looks like we're going to continue going on down further. So Yeah. Ooh, shadow figure. Nah, never mind, it's just me. I thought maybe I was on a ghost hunt there for a minute. Yeah, I still do that. Not as much, but whoa, watch this bridge because these boards are loose, so be very careful on it. It is kind of sloping. Might all be better off just to walk down through alongside of it. As long as it's not raining wet, that wouldn't be too bad, but that board moved on me, so that was kind of scary for a second. Yeah, I need to do a little maintenance out here on the bridges on this trail that I can see. I've been meaning to find out some information from the parks on being a park host. You know, seeing how I'm pretty much retired and not a whole lot to do except if I'm staying at one park all the time, unless I could stay at a park for like maybe 3 weeks, park host, and maybe do some possible repairs like on some of these trails, and then move to a different park. That way I can still keep doing my videos. I think I'm going to take this side. Looks like it's a little bit better going up around. But yeah, that way I can still keep doing my videos and maybe help out the parks a little bit by fixing up some of these bridges that they have fallen apart on these trails. Keep them nice where people can hike through them. Well, I was down here on the bottom. I thought I'd just be going straight across, but oh well. I knew there was a catch here somewhere. Gotta go up again. Oh, definitely feeling my legs going up. I'm not even at the top of my leg wore out. Whew. Hi ho, hi ho. It's on the trail I go. I could probably make a song out here hiking, but I won't. Oh Lord. Whew. This is a pretty steep incline. I was way down there. Now I'm here, and I still got to go up there. Am I complaining? Yeah, a little. But I knew that's what a challenging trail was going to be, so suck it up, baby. Let's go. I guess I should have said, suck it up, old man, let's go. Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm almost to the top. Looks like it's kind of leveling out up here around the curve. That's a big old tree. Okay, am I still zoomed in? Yeah. That's why it probably looks big, but it is big. Just looked a lot bigger in the camera. Yeah, I made it to the top here. Okay, I gotta sit down a minute. My leg has to have a little break. Oh, Jesus. What was I thinking? Well, I guess I was thinking I was a lot younger and in better shape. Oh, okay. I heard it. I think it's a woodpecker. See one over there on that tree over there, and there's another one up here on this tree. I guess that was the sound of a woodpecker. If you know, please leave me a comment. That way I'll be sure that was the sound of a woodpecker that I just heard. Yeah, that definitely made my leg hurt a little bit coming up that hill. I think I like them better when they kind of zigzag back and forth. Kind of a gradual grade going up or down. But I guess in this part of the hills, that'd be kind of hard to do. Seeing they're constantly going up and down from all these ravines where the water washes off from the top of the hill. The woodpecker on that tree over there, kind of close, but I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can zoom into him over there. A couple of them up there. They're almost too hard to see. They're so far away, and they're kind of small. I don't know if you see him moving on that tree over there or not. I'm trying to see if I can see him through the camera lens. Yeah, you can kind of see him up there moving. I can barely hear him over there pecking on the wood. But yeah, I definitely gonna have to get me a wildlife photography camera. Something I can maybe not video, but I can take like still shots where I can zoom in and get a picture of them. Anyways, let's go head on around. A little bit of CC work right here with these stones. Look like a lot of wood right in here has been burnt. I don't know if that's when they did controlled burn or what. It's all through this area right here. But I guess they got to do that every so often in different areas to kind of prevent that chance of, if there is a fire, to where it gets out of control. Oh, he's up here in the tree here somewhere, but I'm not locating him, but I definitely heard him. I'm hearing more birds over here in this area than I have on the rest of the trail. Still not seeing any deer or squirrels or armadillos, nothing like that though. So I don't know. I know they're out here somewhere, but maybe they're camera shy today. Well, the trail goes right through there, and I'm going down here hiking around. I could take a shortcut right through there, but then I'd say, well, you didn't walk the whole trail, so you didn't do the 2.6 miles. And I don't want anybody to keep telling me that I was cheating. So I'm walking the whole trail. And I'm probably bet I'm going to go right down in there. Let's see. Well, yeah, from the looks of it, it's just curving right on around here, going on down back that direction. So maybe so. Little rock. Stand up on end. Or if that fell that way, or someone stood it up. Yeah, we're just kind of zigzagging back and forth here, going down to the bottom. I just kind of wonder if maybe they had a fire out here at one time. That's why a lot of these trees are burnt like this. Yeah, we're going to be going right down there after we zigzag back around the corner. Ooh. At least I'm going downhill instead of going up. And hopefully this is the last time I'm going up. Or I'm going down. Well, I'd rather be going down than up, but hopefully I don't have to go back up. Let's put it that way. Yeah, you definitely want some pretty good shoes when you're out here hiking trails. Well, if my grandson was with me, there's another bridge for him to cross. And yeah, he'd probably get down there and do it. Except it looks like it's kind of rotten on this end over here, so that one might not be very safe to cross. Yeah, zigzagging back and forth. There's a bridge down there, so that's where we're headed. Now, coming through here, it's a little harder to tell where the trail's at because of all the leaves, but if you kind of, look where you're at, you're not going down that way, so that's out of question. And I don't think you want to go across the bridge over there, not that kind of bridge. And we just came from up there, so kind of look and you'll be able to tell, and you're going down to that bridge down there. That kind of stands out like a sore thumb down there, right there. So, that's the direction you want to head. But one thing about all these leaves on the ground, it's hard to see where any holes are, where the roots are sticking up out of the ground, or rocks. So, don't get in no big hurry. That way you don't fall and get hurt, and that wouldn't be no fun at all. Well, looks like I'm down here in the valley again. We were way up there. Tall trees. I bet at some point we were way up there on this hike. Whoa, that was a drop off. I was looking up the hill and almost fell and busted my ass. And of course that would probably have been an interesting part of the video. So let's just say I did and we don't. Well, that spring's still running down here. A lot more water down here at the bottom, but you can see where it's moving along pretty good. Where it's coming down off the hill, and that tree that fell over there, that almost like it kind of did like a little dam right there. Well, check this out. Almost here at the end, and I finally come across some actual benches. I guess they didn't want to carry them back up any further, so they figured this was a good place to put them. Let's see. This one was donated by Jan Wood. That's in honor of her. And this one over here was in memory of David Muser. I believe how you pronounce that last name. That one's a little bit on a slope, but oh, that's kind of a nice bench. Down here in the valley, got water running behind you. Got a pretty good view around you. Awesome. It's almost like the wind's picking up a little bit more than what it was earlier. Definitely see the trees moving, especially up there in the tops. And I'm sure that puts a lot of pressure and stress on the root system down here at the base. Probably the reason why a lot of them come uprooted. Got a little bit of a branch that fell here on the path, but I'll just throw it off to the side. Oh, yeah, well, looks like I'm fixing to go back up again. That's my life story, up and down. But so far this doesn't look like it's too bad. It doesn't look like I'm going to be going up very far. Just do this little bit and kind of curve around and go back down again. Ooh, that's a high bridge. Boy, you fall off of it, you're going down a little ways. I don't know, that might scare my grandson a little bit. Especially walking across it and see how far off the ground he is. He might get down and start crawling across it. Which it wouldn't surprise me none. Now my youngest grandson, nah, he would do it. He's part monkey anyhow. Well, he likes to climb trees and, you know, he'd definitely have a blast out here. He'd be running up and down these trails. And I don't care what anybody says. This is so cool. I could do this every day. Go and hike different trails, checking out what they're like, the scenery around them. You're probably hearing some wind coming through the camera. Apologize for that. Not much I can do about nature. But that's part of it, being out here. See someone hiking up ahead, but I think they're going the other direction over there. I see the lake kind of up ahead, so I think I might be getting real close to the end here. This is probably going to be a pretty long video. I may have to do it in 2 parts. Well, I don't know if I'm to the end of it, but right there's the road. That's over there where the dock is located. So I still got a little ways to go yet to get to the car. Not far, but I'm trying to remember exactly where that's located, but you can kind of go out through here to get over there. And of course, over on that side, that's where the Lakeshore Trail is at. So, got some kind of like mushrooms or some kind of growing down here, kind of yellow. Now, always pay attention around you, because you can see some pretty interesting things. I just wish I could remember what, you know, half these plants and trees are. Here we go back up again. I'm tired of going up. I want to stay on level. I've been up and down enough times. But I shouldn't be too awful far from the end, because it wasn't that far from the boat dock where we parked. And we're pretty much walking parallel to the road down here. Kind of walking into the sun now. As you can see, the road's right there in front of us, and actually there's the parking lot, so we are here at the end. We made it. That was a nice little hike, definitely, and I could definitely say I'm done hiking today, because there's no way I could do another one. So I think we're pretty much gonna call it a day here. Been an awesome day. Caw-caw! There's my grandson up there at the pavilion, probably wondering if I was ever going to show back up. But yeah, we did it. We made this hike, folks. So give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it was definitely a workout. And yeah, this trail, 2.2 miles. So between this one and the 1 mile Whispering Pines Trail, so yeah, a little over 3 miles. Definitely a workout. So hey, see you out here on the next trail.